The very definition of luxury transportation in this world is a Rolls-Royce. According to Rolls-Royce Holdings' latest financial reports, the company's current revenue is around $15 billion. However, the tale of Rolls-Royce's founding is just as fascinating. At the age of 9, a poor boy who sold newspapers first encountered a boy from a wealthy family, and there the story of Rolls-Royce began. Here we are 143 years later, discussing their accomplishments and the world-dominating brand they created. I am here today to reveal the details to you. One of the young inventors, Henry Royce, started working when he was 9 years old, in contrast to the other inventor, Charles Rolls, who had a wealthy upbringing. Before his luck changed, Royce, who was born in Peterborough, England, sold newspapers and worked as a telegram boy. One of Royce's aunts paid for him to start an apprenticeship at Great Northern Railway Works when he was 14 years old. Royce made the most of every opportunity to further his education, while working under one of the top engineers of the day, spending his evenings studying electrical engineering, algebra, and French. Royce was hired by the Electric Light and Power Company thanks to his aptitude for engineering. The real goal of Royce was to work as an engineer full-time. Together with his engineer buddy Ernest Claremont, he established a company and worked non-stop to produce electrical parts for doorbells and dynamos. Royce developed modifications to the bayonet light bulb at this time that are still in use today. Fascinating, right? Before purchasing a used two-cylinder French Decoville, Royce had no interest in constructing automobiles. He was born with a natural drive for excellence and a strong work ethic that later helped shape the Rolls-Royce guiding principle: take the best that exists and make it better. Royce swore to improve after noticing flaws in the French Decoville's construction, so he devised and built his first gasoline engine by the end of 1903. And in April 1904, he drove his first Royce 10-horsepower motor car into town. Talking about the other boy, who was the third child of Lord and Lady Langaddock, Charles Stewart Rolls was born in 1877 in the rich Berkeley Square of London. After graduating from Eton, Rolls attended Trinity College in Cambridge to study mechanical engineering. He was the first student there to own a car. Rolls received the nickname Dirty Rolls and Petrol's due to his ill fame for tinkering with motors. Well, Rolls was a skilled driver by the time he graduated from college. Together with his buddy Claude Johnson, Rolls founded one of the earliest car dealerships in Britain, C.S. Rolls and Company, to support his sporting events. Together, they brought in and sold Minerva automobiles from Belgium and Peugeot cars from France. Henry Edmonds, a Royce shareholder and Rolls' buddy, was bragging to him about his brand-new 10-horsepower Royce automobile. Rolls was dissatisfied at the time that they could only offer foreign products, so Edmonds set up a meeting with the creator of the 10-horsepower. Edmonds had no idea how drastically his meeting would change the course of automobile technology. The two men first met in Manchester on May 4, 1904. When Rolls first saw Royce's twin-cylinder 10-horsepower, he knew he had discovered what he was looking for in a matter of minutes. After driving the vehicle, Rolls immediately agreed to sell as many vehicles bearing the Rolls-Royce name as Royce could produce. No doubt, a brand requires a vision to develop. As a result, Claude Johnson, a partner of Rolls and Royce, took the position of managing director and grew the reputation of the budding company while Rolls and Royce were preoccupied with designing and marketing automobiles. Claude Johnson, a genius at public relations, was so crucial to the success of the business that he earned the nickname the Hyphen in Rolls-Royce. On March 15, 1906, the legendary Rolls-Royce Company was officially registered. However, on May 1, 1904, the Midland Hotel in Manchester is where the business's concept was first produced. As I've told you guys before, on this day, Charles Rolls met Henry Royce, a designer and manufacturer of electric motors and cranes, who were dissatisfied with the cars sold and dreamed of creating a car above all criticism. As Henry Royce was a racer who started his business by selling cars from the continent to British aristocrats, Rolls-Royce was the name of the joint venture for the manufacture and selling of automobiles. Just to mention, Royce handled the production and technical aspects of the situation, while Rolls handled the business sector. The young aristocrat's aspirations were so big that he set himself the objective of building the finest automobiles ever. So Rolls-Royce presented the very first Rolls-Royce 4050 horsepower chassis with serial number 60551 at the London Olympia Motor Show in 1906, giving true birth to the iconic name. The new design in no way mirrored its predecessors. Starting in 1907, 4050 horsepower was sold. Let me tell you that before World War II, the Rolls-Royce factory didn't make bodies. Instead, body shops manufactured them to order for the customer, leading to a large variety of Rolls-Royce variants with a single chassis. Soon, this vehicle received the odd nickname Silver Ghost. The car got its nickname from its unusually quiet engine and silver-plated exterior features, which were among the first examples. Would you believe me if I tell you that the ticking of a clock in the cabin was said to be the loudest sound there? The vehicle had a top speed of 150 kilometers per hour, which was higher than many sports cars of the era. The Silver Ghost is now arguably the world's most well-known automobile. The inventors began marketing it as the best car in the world as early as 1907. In 1907, the Rolls-Royce Corporation unveiled its iconic symbol, which has since grown to rank among the most prestigious in the world. According to one myth, Royce decided to purchase the tablecloth after spotting the RR insignia on one in a restaurant. The letters RR on the logo were originally red, but starting in 1930, they were created in black. If you have not heard about it before, the spirit of delight is yet another essential feature of Rolls-Royce automobiles. Sir John Montagu, Lord Ballou, bought a Rolls-Royce automobile in 1909 for his own use. The Lord commissioned his friend, the modernist sculptor Charles Sykes, to create a Lucky Charm nose sculpture in 1911 so that his car would stand out from the crowd. The artist came up with a simple yet elegant solution. He made a figurine of a Chiropteran deity that was facing forward, had its arms outstretched, and was dressed in a garment that was blowing in the wind. She seemed to embody the car's grace, attractiveness, and fair speed. The figure was originally known as the personification of speed, but Sykes later sold his rights to Rolls-Royce, and the name was changed to Spirit of Ecstasy, also known as Spirit of Delight or Spirit of Inspiration. An affiliate was established in Springfield, New York in 1921, and that was something big. Nelson Rockefeller was one of the American Silver Ghost's original purchasers. America produced 1,703 vehicles up until 1926. For many years, Silver Ghost served the owners with loyalty. For instance, in the 1930s, new trendy bodywork was merely affixed to the eternal chassis of the Silver Spirit in the United States. The corporation was able to hold on to its position during the 1930s economic crisis because the British market was comparatively stable and wealthy consumers were less affected by the Great Depression there. And in 1931, Rolls-Royce even got Bentley, a rival company that had run into financial difficulties. If you're a car enthusiast, you might already know that Bentley has a well-established reputation as a producer of durable, pricey, and dependable sports cars. And Bentley's basic specifications were very similar to those of Rolls-Royce. Today, the Bentley name is still in use. Since 1949, the names Silver Ghost, Silver Dawn, and Silver Cloud have been associated with classic cars of the luxury class. In 1965, the name was changed to Silver Shadow. The business grew as a result, although the foundation the founders built only stood for 30 years after Royce's passing in 1933. When the recession hit in the 1960s, Rolls-Royce's financial situation became extremely risky. At the time, the company was working on the Rolls-Royce Corniche model and developing a new aircraft engine. On February 4, 1971, the company was formally declared bankrupt. And what could be worse? That was when, by spending around $250 million on the company, the British government protected Rolls-Royce as a national treasure. The aviation jet engine division of Rolls-Royce Limited, which was under state control from 1971 to 1987 and was privatized in 1987, changed its name to Rolls-Royce plc at the same time when Rolls-Royce Motor Holdings was split into the car company Rolls-Royce Motor Cars Ltd., which produces vehicles, components for automotive and aviation industries, diesel engines, locomotives, and light aircraft, and the car company Rolls-Royce Motor Holdings. Vickers has done a lot for Rolls-Royce while it has owned this illustrious company. After making an additional investment, the company upgraded the crew factories that were out of date. A genuine 0.01 miles per hour conveyor belt was also present in the crew factory. However, the justification only applied to unskilled labor. Automobiles were hand-built and only produced in response to orders of another Rolls-Royce. However, as a result of the actions taken, the complete cycle manufacture of one car has lowered by more than twice, from 65 to 28 days, and the business started turning a profit once more in the early 1990s. Because of this, the company had a profit in 1997 of $45 million on $500 million in sales volume by selling 1,380 Bentley cars and 538 Rolls-Royce cars. Nevertheless, the position remained risky. In the event of a poor economic climate, such a volume may quickly decrease by half. To sell Rolls-Royce, talks with potential buyers started in October of 1997. Two British financial and industrial combinations, the German car industry's behemoths Daimler-Benz, Volkswagen, and BMW, and the RRAG organization, which was made up of wealthy and patriotic owners of Rolls-Royce and Bentley vehicles and was headed by attorney Michael Shrimpton, all fought for control of the company. A deal was reached as a result of the battle for the reputation of the British automobile industry, wherein Volkswagen acquired the Rolls-Royce and Bentley plants, and BMW purchased the Rolls-Royce name. The Berlin tabloid Welt analyzed the 1998 sale of Rolls-Royce to the German auto giant BMW and concluded, now the oldest British company will have the strength that is needed for the future. Soon, BMW opened a new plant in Goodwood to build cars under the renowned brand. Doubtlessly, Rolls-Royce is a true legend in the automobile world. Over the long history of the brand, a little over 20 versions of this car were manufactured, which is noticeably less than the rate at which other well-known car brands introduce new models. But Rolls-Royce has never prioritized quantity over quality. The company always strives to make each model ideal, has historically been connected to prestige, and this association still holds true today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more intriguing business stories. See you next time.